Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I have two stories to share with you in this very latest Moon Lambo hot jam. Starting with this one from the Crypto Basic, XRP Ledger founder who predicted XRP to $10,000 tweets after 13 years of silence. But is that even true? Yeah, I'm gonna explain. I have the answer for you. And then there's also this one from the Crypto Basic. Is XRP a good investment right now? Experts weigh in, and they're sharing perspective from one of the most well-known analysts in all of crypto, I think it's fair to say. And this guy suffers from XRP derangement syndrome, so I'm just going to highlight why it would be stupid to care about anything that he says, and it's going to be a good time. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say, all right? I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, so into this first piece. This actually is, I'm surprised that this happened. This really happened out of nowhere. Check it out. Arthur Britto, one of the original XRP Ledger architects with an ambitious vision for XRP, has recently resurfaced after 13 years of silence. Britto, a founder figure behind the XRP Ledger, reappeared online on June 23rd, ending 13 years of silence with a single emoji post on X. This small gesture triggered speculation within the XRP community with renewed excitement around the future of Ripple. Notably, Britto's unexpected activity came as a surprise to many XRP proponents. Known for avoiding the spotlight since helping launch XRP Ledger in 2012, he has earned a reputation as one of the most private figures in the crypto industry. His sudden return raised questions about whether a major development could be underway at Ripple, possibly a long-rumored IPO or a new wave of blockchain innovation. So here's the post in question. This is from Arthur Britto's actual account here. And it's just that emoji. It's the one with two eyes and no mouth. That's it. I don't know what that is. If he could be messing with this, maybe he's feeling a little quirky that day yesterday, and he just decided to post this, get some reactions. But after all these years, there's a reason I'm making this video. There's more than one reason. Like, we don't hear from Arthur Britto. He is super private. There aren't even any pictures of him on the internet. Folks, it's the internet. Like, nobody can find out anything about this guy, but he's a real guy. And this post, just that little emoji right there, has been seen 3.7 million times since yesterday. 3.7 million. That's insane. And look at this. He has 56,700 followers. Think about this, though. He has 56,700 followers, and until yesterday, he's never posted anything on X. I mean, I've been following him for years and years and years. But literally, I mean, you can see, like, there's literally no other posts on his page here. And you can even go to replies. No replies. There's literally nothing. Unless he posted stuff some years ago and then he deleted it. I mean, I guess that's technically possible. But otherwise, it looks like he created this account and then just never posted anything. And here, he actually launched this account almost 14 years ago, August 2011. But there's no media, nothing else. So, went almost 14 years without posting anything. Got 56,800 followers, even though he doesn't post anything. And then this is the post, the emoji. That's peculiar. So, is something happening? Is he trying to signal something? I don't know. You can have fun talking about that. Maybe he is. Maybe he's just being a little bit silly. I don't freaking know here. But David Schwartz, one of the also, of course, a creator of XRP and the XRP Ledger. So there's two of them right there. Out of the three, Jed McCaleb being the third one, of course. David Schwartz responded, and he said, "I can confirm this was not a hack or compromise." Because some people are speculating that maybe it wasn't really him even typing, but it was him. Now, David then, and he's having a little fun here, obviously, but then David wrote, "Unless, of course, I was hacked too. How deep does this conspiracy go?" He's obviously having a little bit of fun with that. And so after this broke, when he posted this, so it was, let's see what time. So it was at 11:01 a.m. And then I found out, so it was less than 2 hours later, a little over an hour later. I shared that I reposted what Arthur posted, and I wrote, "What mean? Arthur is one of the creators of the XRP ledger. This is his only post on his X account, and it happened an hour ago. It is wild. I also added the following. So like you could see from this headline here from the Crypto Basic, XRP ledger founder who predicted XRP to $10,000 tweets after 13 years of silence. That's not true. Arthur never predicted XRP to $10,000. I actually have covered this on my channel once or twice in the past. It's just not something that would typically come up. But every now and then it'll start circulating, and then I feel the need to just smash this stupid thing because it's just not true. He didn't say it. There is no proof that he said it because he didn't say it. And so I already knew this was the case, but I went ahead and hopped onto ChatGPT to get some sources here. And then I asked, even though I already knew the answer, I asked ChatGPT, did Arthur Britto predict XRP to $10,000? And here was the response from ChatGPT. Arthur Britto, a co-founder of Ripple and one of the original architects of the XRP ledger, has been associated with the claim that XRP was designed to reach $10,000. However, there is no verified public record of Britto directly stating this. The earliest known reference to this claim appears in a 2019 YouTube video where it was suggested that Britto made this prediction around 2017. The video cited the need for increased liquidity, XRP liquidity, and the tokenization of all asset classes as factors that could drive the price above $10,000. So that's what actually happened, and I already knew that. In 2019, some idiot YouTuber made this claim, and then it was twisted and then taken as gospel, even though it absolutely is not. And so there are accounts running around yesterday and today insisting that Arthur Britto predicted XRP to $10,000. He did not, and he'd never do that because that's stupid. That's a stupid thing, and he's a very smart man. He's a brilliant man, very obvious. He's quite literally a genius. No, he wouldn't say XRP is going to $10,000, and I feel comfortable stating that there's not a chance in hell he believes it's ever going to hit that. It just isn't going to happen, folks. And I've said, I don't even want to explain why in this video. That's not the purpose of this video. I've gone into it in depth. It ain't going to happen. There ain't enough money to get the price of XRP to bid up that high. It just ain't going to happen. It absolutely will not happen. And so hopefully we can consider that one squashed now. And for anybody that's claiming otherwise still, show me the source. Show me where Arthur Britto, who doesn't even post on the internet, said that XRP is going to $10,000. You prove it. Ball's in your court, you little bitch. Ain't happening though. All right. And then there's this. Is XRP a good investment right now? Experts weigh in. And they're sharing perspective from Lark Davis. 1.4 million followers on X. He's huge. He's got a large YouTube channel also. He's found a lot of success there. He suffers from XRP derangement syndrome. But I did go ahead and watch his most recent video. It's surprising. He actually acknowledged that XRP could go higher, but he still said he wouldn't buy it. And why? Because he suffers from XRP derangement syndrome. It's a terrible affliction. And he's been crapping all over. So he says it could go higher, but is it a good buy here? No, he said he'd rather buy Litecoin. I kid you not. And I'm not saying, look, I own Litecoin, by the way. I actually do believe that it's going to rocket, that we're going to have an alt season. But it doesn't matter. I mean, and by the way, that one, it's not like I'm thrilled about. I don't hold it based on utility. Let's just say that. The coins that offer utility, those are the ones I've gone heavy in, like XRP, obviously. Because those coins that have utility, they're not going to go the way of the dodo, which of course is my favorite extinct avian creature. So his perspective, I just can't take this guy seriously. I really can't. He says ridiculous things about XRP all the time. Take a look at this. Here's a post from July 19th of last year, 2024. Bitcoin is still outperforming XRP. Look at this chart. Look at that. So it's terrible. That would have been a bad time to buy XRP, right? Because look at how the chart's low. Now, that's what he was sharing a year ago, almost a whole year ago now. You know what I was sharing at the time? Yeah, XRP looks like it's priced in the gutter against Bitcoin. And then I highlighted that historically, in the moments where it's priced that poorly against Bitcoin, that precedes massive positive movement for XRP. Duh. Eventually, markets find bottoms. How is this? This is not rocket science, folks. And so months after that, XRP began its move, and it just obliterated Bitcoin in terms of price action. But people last year, throughout 2024, that irrationally hate XRP would share charts like this and be like, see, it's in the gutter. See, it's garbage. This is why you don't buy XRP. Oh, except for that's stupid, because obviously XRP behaved like it has historically behaved. And think about this. It got legal clarity, so we don't have that little black cloud hanging over it. Of course it was going to pump. Of course it was. The idea that it was just not going to participate in a bull run and the rest of the market's going to go, that is a stupid idea. And it's one of the most functionally useful cryptocurrencies ever created. Unquestionably the case. Here's another example. Look at this guy. Look at this wizard here. Lark Davis. Ugh. July 19th, 2024. Imagine there are still people waiting for an XRP and Cardano rally. He's just like, by the way, mind you, both of them rallied, and XRP rallied so much that XRP is still the #1 performing coin out of the top 100 since the election in November last year. Imagine there are still people waiting. He's just mocking all the smugness of this all. Didn't do well. And then he wrote here another post. Imagine people missing out on generational wealth just because they hold Cardano or XRP. These posts have aged like a fine milk. My God, dude. Oh, what an idiot stick. It's funny. It's funny. It's just completely ridiculous. And here's another example. I pulled up something that I responded to. This is almost 3 years ago, October 7th, 2022. Can 10,000 XRP make you rich? And he said such stupid things in this video, I had to respond to him. I responded to him and I wrote, you just said in this clip that Ripple is the parent company of XRP. How can any decentralized cryptocurrency have a parent company? Even if such a thing were possible, how could Ripple be the parent company of XRP when XRP was created before Ripple? Also note that XRP is an asset. Ripple owns lots of assets, such as desks in their offices. Is Ripple the parent company of the desks that they own? Or do you have a misunderstanding of what a parent company is? I had to look this up. I knew I'd written something to this idiot stick. Why are people like this? This is why we cannot have nice things. This is why we cannot have nice things. It just doesn't make any... So all the stuff that he's been saying about XRP for years and years and years, going back, the better part of a decade, it's just all been disastrously wrong. But he's one of the most popular, well-known analysts in crypto. Again, 1.4 million followers now. Completely ridiculous here. So I just wanted to say my piece on this, since he still thinks it's a bad idea to buy XRP. Now let's check back in a decade and see how sage-like that wisdom is. I'm guessing not very. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.